Statistics is an integrated family of products that addresses the entire analytical process, from planning to data collection to analysis, reporting, and deployment. With more than a dozen fully integrated modules to choose from, you can find the specialized capabilities you need to increase revenue, outperform competitors, conduct research, and make better decisions. The SPSS software is built around the SPSS programming language. You can accomplish most basic data analysis through menus and dialog boxes without having to actually learn the SPSS language. Menus and dialog boxes are useful because they give you reminders of most of your options with each step of your analysis. However, some tasks cannot be accomplished from the menus, and others are more quickly carried out by typing a few keywords than by working through a long series of menus and dialogues. As a beginner, it will be strategic to learn a bit of both SPSS programming and the menus. Mr. Mark Joseph Puro will tell you about some uses of SPSS.
The uses of SPSS software. SPSS, which stands for Statistically Packaged for Social Sciences, is an application that can aid in quantitative data handling. Before SPSS, researchers had to run statistical tests on datasets by hand. However, SPSS automates this process. Not only does SPSS allow you to run statistical tests, you can use SPSS for other purposes also. These are data collection and organization, data output, and statistically test. Data collection will be explained by Ms. Bea Aguirre.
Data collection and organization. SPSS is often used as a data collection tool by researchers. The data entry screen in SPSS looks much like any other spreadsheet software. You can enter variables and quantitative data. And save the file as a data file. Furthermore, you can organize your data in SPSS by assigning properties to different variables. For example, you can designate a variable as a nominal variable. And that information is stored in SPSS. The next time you access the data file, which could be weeks, months, or even years, you'll be able to see exactly how your data is organized. Ms. Madeline Martizano will elaborate the data output.
Data output. Once data is collected and entered into the data sheet in SPSS, you can create an output file from the data. For example, you can create frequency distributions of your data to determine whether your dataset is normally distributed. The frequency distribution is displayed in an output file. You can export items from the output file and place them into a research article you're writing. Therefore, instead of recreating a table or graph, you can take the table or graph directly from the data output file from SPSS. Statistical test will be elucidated by Mr. John Jamari Gavino.
The most obvious use for SPSS is to use the software to run statistical tests. SPSS has all of the most widely used statistical tests built into the software. Therefore, you won't have to do any mathematical equations by hand. Once you run the statistical test, all associated outputs are displayed in the data output file. You can also transform your data by performing advanced statistical transformation. This is especially useful for data that is not normally distributed. So, in other words, the uses of SPSS software are data collection and organization, data output, and statistical tests. Thank you.